W.T.F. Nation Radio
is in the house. Broadcasting live from the basement of the Pentagon. This is WTF Nation Radio.
This is a public service announcement from C.T. Fletcher. I will not contribute to the pussification of a nation. Get your punk ass out there and work for it, motherfucker.
Let's roll.
Morning, Sergeant Major.
How do you know what kind of goddamn day it is?
Beautiful morning, Sergeant Major.
Are you a fucking weatherman now?
You're listening to Sergeant's Time on WTF Nation Radio.
Broadcasting live from the Functional Veteran Center of Excellence on this 26th June 2025 in the year of our air defense. Shout out to them boys and girls, guys and gals, the troops, our defenders, air defenders, missileers, broadcasting deep within the basement of the Pentagon. Somewhere in Area 51, maybe the Alamo, hell, maybe in Qatar, you never know. This is Sergeant's Time, U.S. Army W.T.F Moments, and W.T.F Nation Radio. Man, it's been a busy day. Oh, man, a lot of news coverage stuff going on, a lot of updates and briefs. Hey, I just want to say something right quick. You know, the men and women, our service members, the men and women in uniform, bust their ass to accomplish the. Hey, what's up? Hey, what's up, Recruiter Times? I haven't seen you in a minute. Bust their ass to do their jobs, and they do it well. Everybody every time we post something, on the main page or on any of other the WTF Moments platforms, we always get the guys that like to come in there and weasel their way. You guys didn't do shit. These guys are blah. Hey, man, don't hate on your kids, man. This is the young generation that see all that drama and hate in the comments on any of the platforms that we post, and they see it. We know that because they tell us. We're like, damn, dude. Yeah, you're right. That's a good point. Yep. So I would ask that use a little bit of awareness when you're trashing on, oh, this guy, you're a bunch of pokes and all that. Hey, stop it. You're not helping yourselves. And it also look like a dick too when you do it. So with that, if you guys paid attention to the brief that happened this morning or something like that, it was like it was 8 or something like that, 8 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. The chairman of the Joint Chiefs and Secretary of Defense, Pete Hegseth, like it or not, these are the members of the administration that are currently seated in position. Hey, fucking suck it up and deal with it. We've had to do the same thing before with other, and I'll keep knocking that freaking blah blah blah. What's up, Susan? What's up, Sort? Think type post. Oh yeah, exactly. Ooh, using the Army social media policy against those haters. Exactly. Think type post. Hey, look. There have been individuals that I have served under in different administrations, and as a professional, move out, draw fire, carry the mission, be a professional, and knock your mission out. Not in time no need to inject politics or no time to keep pepper out of to pick pepper out of fly shit on specific statements. They're in charge. They're going to be in charge throughout this administration. Oh, thanks, George. Appreciate it, man. The Red Panda. If you guys know what the Red Panda is, yeah, baby. Woo! IWAR. PSYOP. Information operations, information warfare. You guys are like distracting me right now. I appreciate the compliments you guys are throwing in the comments with each other. What was that? Oh, wait. What keep? See, Shane, we try to keep this show as apolitical as possible. So throwing all that, you MAGA stuff and blah, 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 blah. Yeah, okay, whatever. Whatever. I'm sorry. Appreciate your insight in the comments of the chats of U.S. Army W.T.F. moments. Anyways, what was I saying? There's been videos that have been posted all around social media and other media, and you'll probably see later on tonight a very familiar emblem or tagline being posted tonight, being shared tonight by a by a national, and I'm going to say Reuters and all the other have shared the video of the missileers in Qatar, conducting actions on the objective. I'm going to tell you what, don't hate on these kids. So what I'm going to show you is just a small clip. If W.T.F. almost is just promo, now that's what I'm saying. We're not pro MAGA. See, if you are an actual follower of U.S. Army W.T.F. moments, Shane, you will see that we're apolitical and we shit on everybody. Name your administration, we've shit on them all. We've shit talked them all. Nothing screams more American than a U.S. military blowing shit up. I digress. Yeah. If we were, trust me, Shane, if we became a political page, woo, man, we're professional. We're apolitical. That's why you don't see all that shit. Well, your freedom of speech, and that's the thing too. We're not going to be a bitch and delete your comments. Your comments will be there to stay. So that's just the way it is. We've shit talked everybody. So allow me to continue. Please keep your questions until after the video. Hey, what's up? What's up, Sports Bar? What do you hear? What do you say? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a window cap. I'm just going to get a window cap in here. Get a window cap, and I will show you the video of just exactly what happened with the missileers in Qatar. Do you say Qatar? Do you say Qatar? I don't know. Tomato. Assalamu alaikum. Alaikum salam. See those missiles that you launched? Just fucked up Iran. Anyways, so I'm going to go to a little video from the chairman, General Dan Kane, held to give a little synopsis of, is this a dating site? I don't know. You got 1.6 million or 7 followers to rifle around there. So, is this a dating site? No, that's Hots and Cots. Hey, what's up? Hots and Cots is in the chat. We're going to talk a little bit about them too later about some of the DFAC stories that come up. So let me bring you guys attention to this briefing. And hey, this would be pretty cool. Just listen up, and then we will go ahead and sit there and watch. There we go. Hey, Holly, you make fun of me about not about doing reaction videos. So I guess what video is this now? We're done since I refuse to do them. So anyways, here's a real quick brief from the and I'm going to pause it here and there, but I just want to give you guys what's going on. Again, I just cannot thank these missileers enough. So here we go. Just take here, listen.
That morning, building on the work that CENTCOM Commander Eric Kurilla had done, and on the orders of the President, Al Udeid Air Base in Qatar and around the region, we assumed a minimum force posture. Most folks had moved off the base to extend the security perimeter out away from what we assessed might be a target zone, except for a very few Army soldiers at Al Udeid. At that point, only 2 Patriot batteries remained on base, roughly 44 American soldiers responsible for defending the entire base, to include CENTCOM's forward headquarters in the Middle East, an entire air base, and all the U.S. forces there. The oldest soldier was a 28-year-old captain. The youngest was a 21-year-old private who'd been in the military for less than 2 years. So let's put ourselves out there for a second. Imagine you're that young first lieutenant, you're 25 or 26 years old, and you've been assigned as the tactical director inside the command and control element. You, at that age, are the sole person responsible to defend this base. Listening next to you is your early warning operator whose job is to notify you of imminent attack. There's 5 people inside a vehicle and 5 people outside of a vehicle around these, a total of, as I said, 44. By the way, you've sat in the Middle East for years, deployed over and over again, extended multiple times, always being prepared, but unsure of when that particular day will come that you must execute your mission and not fail at doing it. In this case, these Patriot crews were deployed from Korea and Japan as part of our U.S. forces there to ensure that we had the most capable missiles in the CENTCOM area of responsibility. As the day continues, you start to hear more and more chatter in the information space about a pending attack. And as the sun starts to set in the west, you get orders from your higher headquarters to make sure that your missile batteries are pointed to the north. There are just a few other teammates. It's hot, you're getting nervous, and you expect an attack. Outside of those Patriot vehicles, your hot crew, which is 1 NCO and 4 additional soldiers, turns a key and relinquishes control of those missiles to that young lieutenant inside the vehicle. And you wait. You know that you're going to have approximately 2 minutes, 120 seconds to either succeed or fail. And then at approximately 12:30 p.m. on Monday, that's 7:30 p.m. in Qatar, as the sun sets in the west, Iran attacks. As the targets were detected, round after round of Patriot missiles are ejected from their canisters by an initial launch charge. Then the main solid rocket motor ignites. You can feel this in your body if you've ever been around a Patriot taking a shot. And round after round goes out and guides against those missiles coming inbound. We believe that this is the largest single Patriot engagement in U.S. military history. And we were joined in this engagement by the Qatari Patriot crews. I'm not going to tell you how many rounds were shot, but it was a bunch because of classified purposes. And we're aware that there's reports of something getting through. What we do know is there was a lot of metal flying around. Between attacking missiles being hit by Patriots, boosters from attacking missiles being hit by Patriots, the Patriots themselves flying around, and the debris from those Patriots hitting the ground, there was a lot of metal flying around. And yet our U.S. air defenders had only seconds to make complex decisions with strategic impact. These awesome humans, along with their Qatari brothers and sisters in arms, stood between a salvo of Iranian missiles and the safety of Al-Udeid. They are the unsung heroes of the 21st century United States Army. And I know a lot of you have seen the videos online and the excitement as those Patriots departed their launchers and went up and guided. This really demonstrates the combat capability and capacity of our Army air defenders. Simply stated, they absolutely crushed it. If you'd flip this over, thanks. Let me next move to a walkthrough of the GBU 50.
All right. So there you go. There you go. Go back to that line he said about soldiers being excited about stuff like that. Let's talk about that again. Brought that up. Shared on U.S. Army W.T.F. moments and all the platforms. I'm going to go back on the haters and the drama, and I would like to extend my invitation for those that have been crying about OPSEC and yada, yada, yada. Let's go ahead and, reach behind your waist, grab that stick and pull it out your ass, because this was shared amongst larger platforms, and this was shared amongst commands. Even shared and asked, hey, yo, this is good enough to post. Hey, I'd post it. Fuck yeah, this is good shit. What was wrong with this uniform? I don't know. It's secretary to, I don't know. He's chairman, whatever. So, there's something wrong with the uniform? God, I'm not even in the Air Force to know what the fuck if it's wrong with his uniform or not. So there you go. At any rate, Hey, look, your leaders are proud of you, guys. They are so proud of you, what you've done out there in Qatar. Don't let anybody sell yourself short and say, oh, you guys are fucking punks, blah, blah. You did good. Not only did you did good, but I was speaking with senior Army leadership there and here. You guys will be okay about that video getting posted. I guarantee it. So don't sweat it. Don't freak out. And I would suggest that individuals are gunning for the troops up posting that video or trying to launch investigations or trying to find out who posted it. Just don't do it. Because if you've been a follower of U.S. Army W.T.F moments since 2010 from its beginning, you'll know that, bruh, we've posted a lot. And if, anytime a soldier deploys, they're going to post shit. There was no OPSEC involved in the video that we posted of those missiles hitting incoming. And if anything else, you don't know what you were there. You don't know. I don't know what was there. I wasn't there. All I saw was that if you guys could hear it in their voices, for those that have been in situations where their adrenaline's pumping, which I have been. Like I said, I wasn't in Qatar, but I've been in situations where your voice, your reactions are gonna fly right out. To tell you the truth, you have to be a soldier to feel and understand the full extent, but okay, nice briefing. Nah, I think he's just doing that. He's just doing it to let everybody know what was going on that. No U.S. on his... Oh, no U.S. I think at that level, they don't wear anything. The officers don't wear nothing. That's why they have that identification badge on their lower pocket, underneath the ribbons. And that's why I think when you hit at that level at the joint staff or in a joint level, you're at that joint level. You're not really wearing all your stuff. But anyways, shout out to the air crews. I mean, the air defense air crews. Sorry for the air crews. What was that? The reason why I said this, somebody's talking about, oh, you better talk. What was that talking about? Whoa. Retired 14th July. You forget about F-18, the British tornado. Y'all all shot down in the... Wait, damn, Doogie. Why are you hating? And that's another thing, too. I'm glad you brought that up. Talking about OPSEC and shit. In Operation Iraqi Freedom, CNN had a walkthrough. Just Google it up on YouTube. Patriot missile launch, 2003, Operation Iraqi Freedom. CNN had full access to the sites that everyone now is freaking out saying that's classified or that's OPSEC. Understand what that term means before you start using it. Just like, I don't know what hypersonic means. All I know is that a missile comes in and it's fucked up and it's going fast. I'm not a missile expert to say, but I will say this. I'm really proud of you guys out there in Qatar handling that business. Yeah, exactly. There's always that one asshole. That's a good one. ADA gets an intercept before GTA 6 comes out. True that. You have pics of you sitting on scuds with mustard gas. I don't know. I don't know, Doogie. I was told there was no weapons of mass destruction now. Yeah, OPSEC, exactly that. The term OPSEC is a boomer term now. OPSEC. And what's funny is that a lot of it's not OPSEC. So go ahead. Try. I should say not try, but see what happens if you do go after these troops or try to find out who did this. What was that? We got some what? Oh, yeah. Okay. Dudes going back 20 years, Mom. Again, dudes, stop using the term OPSEC. It's not it. There was nothing classified or anything about that video that we posted on U.S. Army WTF moments and the individual. I mean, of course, it was R-rated terms when that one soldier said, "Suck my red, white, and blue dick." So, I mean, think about it. You're under fire. Missiles are raining down on you. If anything else, that was a true trust and confidence in their equipment. So, anyhow. So that's what I wanted to cover right quick, because everyone's like getting stupid about OPSEC. It wasn't OPSEC. And I'm going to tell you that was... if you see the videos that are coming out now, the shit that we posted was tank compared to. Not to mention the fact that now the DOD And other news outlets are now posting videos as well. So, you're wasting your time. If you're trying to put together a counseling packet or an investigation packet for whatever, yeah, ain't going to work. Ain't going to work. So, yeah, G level, but he's J level, dude. He's the chairman. So, now I'm going to get in a uniform thing. Again, this is Sergeant's time. U.S. Army WTF moments. Not Space Force WTF moments or what was that Air Force Senior Airman NCO page. Anything about that. You know about that. Yeah, you ain't lying, Mike. You ain't lying. When you're on a 2A range, emotions are high. Okay. OPSEC, don't tell the wife how much the car parts cost. Yes. Shred them receipts. Me as a divorce enthusiast, I know this. Not to mention America claimed that before they even made it back stateside. Yeah, it has another thing too. I'm glad that you hit on that. Is that people were saying that we posted something that we shouldn't have posted, and blah blah blah. We were getting a lot of traffic in the inbox, seeing all these attacks and stuff happening of families that were contacting us and saying, "Hey, what's up with my kids? I got kids out there. What's going on? I'm hearing rumors." Because, Mima on Facebook, they believe everything when they're liking all those AI photos of hugging the troops and stuff like that. They flood the inbox too, asking if their grandson is okay, their granddaughters are okay, their children are okay. It's another reason why we posted it. The kids are okay. They're doing all right. Again, what better way to have trust and confidence in your equipment than seeing them launch the fuck out and intercept Iranian missiles coming in. So everyone's going to get political. We all knew this. Blah, 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 blah. Wait till you find out how much our leaders, our world leaders, talk to each other about shit. Hey man, I'm going to do this. Okay, just don't do that. Or hey, you better not do this on the phone. We're going to do it anyways. And they hang up, and then something happens. And like the chairman said, received considerable chatter. Now that right there, we didn't post. Everyone's like posting all this. Hey, you need to post this on Facebook. All of a sudden, they're emptying all the bases. Yeah, okay, cool, thanks. Now, OPSEC would have been violation of OPSEC, which, by the way, we're not even a military entity. What are you talking about? Just saying. Anywho, I digress. Shout out to the ADA kids out there, the missileers, the air defenders. Pat you on the back, give you impact, handshake. So there we go. Nathan, can scouts go back to IB? I feel like the knee-jerk reaction is going to bite us. It is. You're right. It is going to bite us. No, I did not spank you. My apologies for not posting the snack list. I feel like there's a lot of knee-jerk reactions that are happening within the military that's dissolving organizations that shouldn't be dissolved, and everyone's saying, like, why would it? Like MPs, scouts, PSYOP, civil affairs. Boy. Thanks, Mike. We're the Functional Veterans Center of Excellence. There we go. How about that? Oh, the Army Retirement Center of Excellence. Yeah. Now we're the Functional Veterans Center of Excellence. I'm not going to be brooding and shit. Let's go out and get some work done. Roll your sleeves up. Let's go. All right. So the next story we're going to talk about, which is kind of funny, but then again, how do I say this? Not funny in a not funny as a ha 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 funny, but like funny, like what the fuck are we doing funny? So I don't know if you guys heard about this, and it was posted on Hots and Cots, if you guys follow Hots and Cots or not. But Hots and Cots posted some stuff, also military.com. First time here, what are we talking about? We're talking about Chow, the defects, Mike. Welcome to the first timing. Welcome. We appreciate your patronage. Thank you for arriving. Pull up a seat. Smoke them if you got them. Just chill. Listen to the sound of my... Somebody once told me that my voice is like a hot knife through butter. I was hoping Bad Apples would take Candace Owens' advice and let that. Hey, no politics, Holly. No politics. We don't talk that stuff here. But going back to funny, what was funny, and then and shout out to the team at Hots and Cots. So apparently the Army's now going to change up the way they do DFACs. And everything is going to be changed up to the point to where what we're seeing is it's like gonna cost troops more to eat. And when Hots and Cots and military.com and Army Reddit and us, we do talk, by the way, on some of the military stuff that happens when it comes to soldiers and chow and all that. We talk all the time. There's a lot of crosstalk and all that. And one of my biggest concerns was always, and we always talked about this, is all the money that's being directed and diverted to the border when it came to the DFACs. And the soldiers are still not eating. DFACs are still, yeah, exactly. 10 years later, and there's still issues with the DFACs in the barracks. It's amazing. So if you guys, this is going to get posted on U.S. Army WTF Moments' main page timeline. Upcharging on food, selling booze is the Army's plan to privatize dining. Let me say that again. Upcharging on food, selling booze is the Army's plan on privatized dining. I definitely have the face for radio. Thanks. I appreciate it, Franco. Just like you have the teeth for chewing. Is that what you're trying to say? Send it. Send the hate. At any rate, we said that if this goes down a bad path, that it's going to get worse for the troops. And it looks like it is. I'll be some gloom and doom on this one. Selling booze. Okay. I don't want to say that the Army likes to have a culture of alcohol, but if you're going to have all these programs against alcoholism and, well, shit, they don't even enforce DUIs, but if you're going to have that shit, why would you have booze at a DFAC? And when will this booze be served? I mean, if you're going to have some mimosas out there, is that what it is? Some beer lunches? Yeah, good luck enforcing that with all the underage Joes. Exactly that. Good point. I was kind of, I can't even take a compliment. Well, dude, you know what the term face for radio means? That's a term meaning that, and I don't think you know what that means. He has a face for radio, meaning he has a good voice, but an ugly face. I will say my face is busted up, so. That they're going to have beer and those milk dispensers. Yeah, exactly that. E1 to E4s now. What are we thinking? What are we doing? So you're going to have some soldier. It's bad enough that soldiers don't even keep their uniform tops on, or they wear flip-flops or something like that in a DFAC or whatever. Not even uniform. So now you're going to have to deal with some drunk-ass specialist, E4 Mafia, that's going to get pissed off because you tell them, hey, man, you need to do that. Shut up, Sergeant. Don't tell me what's going on. Yeah, exactly that. This shit's going to go like the way of Corvias in the way of how they deal housing. What do I think about that? I think a soldier, here's what, if you're willing to sign the dotted line to serve your country and possibly you lose your life in that service, at 18 years old, you should be able to drink out of 21 right when you join. You should be able to smoke, drink and smoke, 18 years old, fucking send it. But you be prepared for the grown-up consequences of your actions. So the Army is preparing to overhaul its food service system in a bold move that'll strip away government-run facilities and hand operations to private, for-profit companies. Framed as a modernization effort, the plan could saddle enlisted soldiers, many of them who already struggle with low pay. Hell, some of them are already getting BAS or even the opportunity to eat with even greater costs for meals that they are effectively required to buy. So-called campus-style dining, quote unquote, has been pitched to lawmakers as a way to incentivize private vendors to create Army dining spaces where soldiers want to eat with longer hours, better atmosphere, and additional menu variety. Just say fuck it. Just close the DFACs off. Just close it and build a couple of restaurants on there. Just fuck it. Just do that. Just forget it. And give them their BAS. Just give them their BAS. It's a fucking scam to begin with, to be paying the soldiers, but then taking it out of their paychecks to say that it's going to go for food, and they show up and they get, I don't know, a wing of chicken with some rice. Documents reviewed by military.com show a system light on guardrails, nutrition standards, and financial transparency. I don't understand how this difficult can be. Just give them the fucking BAS now. Just give it to them. That's it. No more. No more dealing with this bullshit of, hey, we're going to pay you, take it out of your pay, and then walk around and then if you can eat. It's not even the fact that leaders don't give soldiers the opportunity to eat, but also there's defects and facilities that are outside walking distance. Sometimes in areas that are quite fucking hot. Let the Air Force run the defect. Oh man, you ain't lying, Musa. Well, the Air Force is kind of complaining right now anyways. They got to do a 2-mile run. So it's right now the Air Force is in disarray. I think it's kind of one of those things to where you're like, yeah, pick your battles. I don't know. I just got another DM. Hey, some soldiers don't need to be eaten. Yeah, that's a good point. That was a discussion we had with the team. Can we go ahead and start fat shaming now? Is it bullying to highlight the fats? Overweight soldiers. We're supposed to have a lethal fighting force. The reason why I think sometimes the Army body composition program is not utilized completely or dragged out because A, lack of resources, B, numbers, and C, it's motivation. How about you get your phones out? How about you get your face out your phones, NCOs? Yeah, appreciate it, George. Appreciate it. Damn, dude, you ain't got to scream at us all caps and stuff. Damn. So far, the Army hasn't found a contractor, though, to do the to take up the deal, and the deadline for contractors to make a pitch is Tuesday. Which the article was just this Tuesday coming up. Lieutenant General Chris Mohan. I don't want to fuck up his name. Mohan. I'll just reel that for name. Fat is shame, exactly. That's how we get diabetes. Yeah, exactly that. Which is more deadlier, the OPT4 or diabetes? Ooh, good one. Ooh, that's a good one. Quote, we will leverage industry expertise and incentivize a contractor to operate a facility where soldiers want to dine with better ambiance, additional healthy food options, extended operations, and more, blah, 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 blah. Under the proposal, though, contractors would run the facilities, cover renovation costs up front, and be allowed to sell premium items at a higher quality meal options such as snacks and booze. They will also share profits with the Army. There are a few restrictions on what vendors can sell, and they're exempt from following Army nutrition standards altogether. Listen, let me say that again. They are exempt from following Army nutritional standards altogether. So when you have one of your tubby troops dying of a fucking heart attack because of this new incentive stuff, and they're eating all the bad food in the DFACs, and probably, toss it back a couple. I just can't believe this. This is like, why even have anything for social media policies of soldiers doing shit in uniform if we're just gonna sell them fucking booze? Could you imagine some kid on TikTok at a DFAC and drunk off his ass? Let me tell you what's going on in the smoke pit. Yeah. How could you not see something bad happening? There are skinny people with diabetes. Yes, we know that. There are skinny people with diabetes, but I would say of the majority of the images that we've received at U.S. Army W.T.F moments, I've not seen any skin and bone kids with diabetes, nor have I seen any statistics applying to that. The pilot program, which is open for bids, covers DFACs at 5 of the Army's largest installations. And of course, Fort Bragg being on top. Like a brag. Fort Carson, Fort Stewart, Fort Drum, and Fort Hood. Fort Cavigan now to Fort Hood. If the DFAC serves 3 Cletus, I'm all in. Yeah, hell yeah. William Wallace's 3 Cletus. Under the proposal, the contractors run the facilities. I'm going to tell you what, man. So are we gonna remove then the cooks? We're not going to have cooks anymore? Do we need cooks? Are cooks needed? Are we just going to get so contracted out that when the big one happens, all this let's go fight, large scale combat operations. Yeah, the let's go fight, right? Shots fired at the smoke pit. Oh, I didn't even think about that. Yeah, we have a show named the Smoke Pit. The Smoke Pit. Sorry, I was watching Star Wars with the kid. The Snoke Pit. Yeah. For the troops who will be affected, there is really no choice in the matter. The junior enlisted service members who live in the barracks are automatically charged BAS, amounting to $460 a month, and that money is deducted regularly from. Hey, what's up, Patrick? You hang out. Cooks don't exist in OSUT. Well, I'm just talking about the combat operations, large-scale combat operations side of it. And what I mean is that, we're supposed to be able to, all these, the Army moves on a stomach, right? If you don't really think about that, somebody said, what was it about, professionals talking about logistics? What was that quote? I really, if you're going to get rid of all the cooks and all that stuff, I guarantee it. What are you going to do? Yeah, we forgot the Army is supposed to be self-sufficient and the GWAT spoiled the DOD. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. No, I know what you're talking about, Nathan. I'm talking about the fact that getting rid of all the cooks in the line units, how is the Army supposed to sustain itself when it's out and about without having, I mean, there needs to be a unit. Stomp my foot here. Wink, wink, wink. There needs to be a unit that goes completely sterile on contracted support and only has to operate with what they have, GS and soldier, and see what happens. Just give it a test. See what happens when a unit goes completely sterile in a LISCO type environment. I don't think we could pull it off without having some sort of contractor support. So to go back on the pay stuff, we did the same thing with BAH for privatized housing. You look at the soldier's pay and you're thinking, shit, look at this soldier's LES and he's making all this money. He's making this much money in BAH. He's making this much money in BAS. How come he's getting all this pay? Blah, blah, blah. Because it's being paid and taken away. So under the privatized model, the deductions will still continue, but soldiers will find themselves paying out of pocket for items not covered in the campus-style dining initiatives. Oh, yeah. This is looking good, right? Now, this is from Colonel Janelle Jeffrey, a spokesperson told military.com. That name sounds familiar. Wait a minute. Okay, that name does sound familiar. It's important to stress this is a pilot program. We'll be assessing how this goes. Regular dining facilities are not being replaced. But, yeah. This is going to be interesting. K-Rats, yeah. Phrases such as high quality and fresh are used frequently throughout the solicitation for contracts, dictating what the Army expects for potential contractors, but I don't see it. Where do we see it? That's why our friend over at Hots and Cots, Rob Evans. If you guys download a Hots and Cots app, collaborative app, U.S. Army W.T.F Moments, W.T.F Radio, the entire W.T.F Nation enterprise and Hots and Cots. It's more so Hots and Cots, but we spread the word, spread the love, and direct traffic to him. To Hots and Cots version 3.0 is already out. Download the app. Highlight your chow and, Hots and Cots. Your 3 hots and a cot. Your chow and your facilities and your housing. The DoD has mixed success with privatizing some of its major quality of life issues, such as medical care. Oh my God, I know. Let's talk about TRICARE West, or Tri-West, and the division of how TRICARE is split across the country. It's no longer in regions now. It's just, bam, right down the middle. TRICARE and Tri-West. And how many individuals have been dropped coverage from that? Military peace, what about the Home Safe Alliance? Yeah. We're gonna talk about the PCS stuff and the what's going on with the PCS task force in a future in an upcoming Sergeant's Time show. So is look to privatize companies. Jails are more efficient. That's a good one. That is a good one. Let's talk about Concordia. Yeah, can't even get good dental. Yeah, exactly. Dental, I'm like, what is going on? That's why I like Spanky said, not laughing like, haha, it's funny, like laughing like, oh my god, clown show. 2018, the Reuters news organization uncovered shoddy construction workmanship, poor service, inadequate maintenance contributed to poor housing. I mean, again, this goes back. And of course, the article that I dropped in the chats already says that, and then why we just brought it up. TRICARE, TriWest face problem getting medical appointments and maintaining their services with TriWest Healthcare Alliance. Just seems like every time it's an alliance thing or something like that, it just doesn't work out. So it's. I will say this: shout out to the Department of Defense for canceling the company's contract for the Home Safe Alliance's the PCS contracted company for cause due to their demonstrated inability to fulfill obligations. That is good. That's what we needed. For some reason, we just can't get the defects right at all. Put everybody in prison. No, not put it. We'll just leave the. Yeah, exactly. I don't know. Maybe we need to adopt the prison system or something like that for Chow, right? You're talking about Chow. Oh yeah. Forget touching grass. Yeah, F touching grass. These mofos are eating grass. And again, this is something that was posted on Hots and Cots. I think it was on their X app as well. Let me double check to make sure if they posted it on their on the whatchamahoots. It's on their Facebook page because we're all intertwined and stuff like that. Yeah. Oh, no, he did talk about it. Yeah. There you go. Matter of fact, let's talk about this real quick. Let's see. Let me bring this up. Let me do some window caps here so that way you could see on some of the articles that was discussed. Get this window cap up. Okay, we saw that. We saw that article page. Bam. All right. So, on one hand, okay, the Army's own health of the force report shows serious spike in alcohol-related issues in 2019, 1,900 cases, 2020, 1096, 2021, 2553, 2,553 cases, alcohol-related cases. So here's some of the cases that we have. Let's see. Let's look at some stats. Yeah. Some stats here from Hots and Cots. Yeah. I mean, that's another thing too. Somebody just asked, are we going to get our behavioral health contracted out? Ooh, that's a good one. That is a good question. That I don't know. Dandelion leaves are edible? I know that. Here, let me get the, oh man, there we go. Now, this is not the, where was it at where I was looking at Hots and Cots? Let me change screens here. So I'm going to show that. Oh, you ain't lying to see ya. Tell you what, the 92 Goffs they are overworked. They are, as a matter of fact, I don't even think they have a schedule. I think they just work. I don't know. That's been a long time since we've seen any traffic. I know for a while, Fort Bragg had some issues with their DFACs on how they, here we go. I know my old eyes couldn't read it either, man. And I'm wearing quad focals. Just kidding. My eyes aren't that bad. Here you go. There we go. There we go. How about that? The data on Army substance abuse right there. So Army data from a recent behavioral health investigation of soldiers in one unit. 22% reported hazardous or heavy drinking. 4 drinks per day. 14 drinks per week for men and women, and 7 drinks for women. God dang, dude. That's a lot of drinking. I really don't. I'm not much of a drinker, but damn, dude. Even that's too, that's damn. That's a lot. So, reading from the increases that I just gave you from the numbers from Hots and Cots, that's 133% increase in just 1 year. The Army article from Aberdeen Proving Ground went further, saying that in one behavioral health study, 22% soldiers that I just read, there's also delays in SUD-C, which is replaced ASAP or track, for you older guys. If you're dealing with the alcohol issues, of course, everyone want to make sure that, you're not alone. There are resources and peers and professionals ready to help. And don't wait till the situation gets worse, where then the actions of you not getting help become the main issue as opposed to the other issues. But I will go out on a limb here saying that a lot of the behavioral health and alcohol issues can be attributed to how soldiers are being like the 92 Golfs. That's the one thing that I noticed. They don't have, I don't even think they have, like I said, I don't think they have a schedule. I don't even know how they would work. The DFACs have to run 24/7. So the breakdown in DFAC operations, it's not their fault that sometimes a DFAC has to get closed, but it's also the command's responsibility too to make sure that they're supplemented in personnel to keep them open. It's like a double-edged sword. You drink 47? No, okay, yeah. No way, dude. No way. You don't. No way, dude. I know you're just breaking balls there, Baconator. I drink an 8-pack before I get home from work today. Come on, man. There's no way. Ain't no way. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe just I'm wired wrong or something like that when it comes to drinking. Because when I drink a beer when I'm eating chicken wings. Eat my wings. Drink some hard stuff maybe when I'm at a social event, but that's like a glass or something like that. I don't know. They should run it like shift work. See, that's the thing, Corey. The problem with the 92 Golfs is that they're not the personnel themselves. It's the management of those schedules and how individuals run the schedule. I think we posted something about something like that. I think we did. We posted something on Fort Bragg, how the DFACs were being mismanaged and how some personnel were getting way overworked. And then, of course, the unit, it doesn't help when it says you're on staff. If you're working on something like that, you should not be on the duty roster. I never understood that. Why would you put a cook? Why would you put a cook on the duty roster for the organization when they're working every freaking day and then you want full staff duty? That's why I never really bitch about people. I don't understand why people bitch about doing KP or doing head count. Would you rather work at the DFAC instead, doing an entire shift? It's frustrating, man. To say so to say as she's like, we never win. Soldiers and NCOs are tired. We don't get comp times because it's mandatory to keep it open, and still pull additional dues. Yeah, if I was king for a day. I can't say that anymore because the people get all political when you say kings. Well, no kings allowed. If I was the big boss of the DOD, I'd make it mandatory across the force that if you work in a galley or DFAC, what does the Air Force call them? Restaurants or something like that, or they call them whatever. You will pull no extra duty. You will pull no duties at all. You won't pull staff duty. You won't pull watch, whatever you want to Navy call it. If you work in the galley, if you were a cook, that's your place of duty at all times, and I would expect the leadership of the DFACs to at least run a tight ship on the schedules, and I would do my best to ensure that you got all the personnel that you needed to provide healthy meals, and I would even let you go outside your recipe cards. Hey, what's up, Don Cesar? We just drank at the old GB Club after our safety briefing. Yeah, but we were safe about it. The days. Man, the GB Club. God, the GB Club. Those are some memories, man. There's a stigma on therapy. Exactly that. You're right. You're right. Leaders need you for that NTC rotation. Screw your behavioral health appointments. What? You're not supposed to have a weapon on these? You'll be all right. It's catch-22, man. It's catch-22. Gonna take a break right quick, and then we'll be right back. So make sure you smoke them if you got them. Hit the head, hit the latrine. Go refresh your beverage, and we'll be right back.
WTF Nation Radio. WTF Nation Radio.
Take it from me, Ice. You can't just float around space not caring about stuff forever.
The voice of U.S. Army. WTF Moments. This is WTF Nation Radio.
Shit in the bag, Pogue.
A soldier's tale of wild misdeeds, from the chow hall to the PT grind. You won't believe the things you'll find. Drill sergeant's rage, a fiery storm. Private tensions far from the norm, in the shadows where the secrets lie. Army W.T.F, you can't deny. Army top of the stories unfold. In the heart of the chaos, the truth is told. From the field to the base, the legends grow. Army W.T.F, the madness we know. A Humvee stuck in the mud so deep. A midnight rain, no time for sleep. Emerged straight like gold in hand. The strangest sights in this foreign land. Drill sergeant's rage, a fiery storm. Private antics far from the norm, in the shadows where the secrets lie. Army W.T.F, you can't deny. Army W, the stories unfold. In the heart of the chaos, the truth is told. From the field to the base, the legends grow. Army W, the madness we know. The mud so deep, a midnight rain, no time for sleep. Emerged straight like gold in hand. The strangest sights in this foreign land. Drill sergeant's rage, a fiery storm. Private antics far from the norm, in the shadows where the secrets lie. Army W.T.F, you can't deny. Army W, the stories unfold. In the heart of the chaos, the truth is told. From the field to the base, the legends grow. Army W.T.F, the madness we know. In the ranks where the wild things roam, every soldier's got a tale of their own. From the absurd to the downright strange, Army W.T.F, it never will change. So raise a glass to the tales untold. In the Army's world, where the brave and bold live the moments that make us say, Army W.T.F, every single day.
I am here determined to stop this future atrocity.
This station is now the ultimate power in the universe. I suggest we use it.
The voice of U.S. Army, WTF Moments. This is WTF Nation Radio.
I find your lack of faith disturbing.
Everything stated on WTF Nation Radio is to be considered the opinion of the person that stated it, and not an official representation of WTF Nation Radio or U.S. Army WTF Moments.
Price does not include tax, title, or license. Some assembly required. Each item sold separately. Batteries not included. Objects in mirror are closer than they appear. If conditions persist, contact a physician. Individual results may vary. Keep out of the reach of children. Avoid prolonged exposure to direct sunlight. Keep in a cool, dark place. And
please enjoy the show. Shots.
One more story, and then knock out some housekeeping, and then we'll send you on your way. Thank you guys so much. A long time ago, in a main page far, far away, we used to call units at staff duty. Now we're getting our phone lines fixed up. But we used to call units and staff duty, say, hey, how you doing? What unit you with? Blah, blah, blah. Hey, so-and-so. Hey, how you doing, man? Blah, blah, blah. And we used to just like no shit would call them, cold call, ask them how they're doing, what they think about their unit, blah, blah, blah. And once we get the lines fixed, I think we might bring that back. So stay tuned. But we also did, at the end of the show, Sergeant's Time would be some kind of like, I don't want to say a plea, but kind of like, hey, what's going on in your organization and why are you posting this shit? Why are you doing this? Or why are you making the troops do that? To kind of like a little call out. Everyone talked about, oh, you guys, blah, blah. Yeah, exactly that, Recruiter Times. Yeah, it was hilarious, man. We would get some soldiers that would be more than happy to talk about their units. Say, hey, your shit's good. Oh, I love my unit. Blah, blah. My unit hates your page. Blah, blah, blah. And all that. So, with technology these days, we'll see what we can do to assist and all that. And I would be able, on our end, would be able to hear the actual voice, but on your end, you'd hear kind of like a distorted voice or protected voice. That way we don't know who's talking on what. Just like that TikTok vid that we posted, that kid on staff duty doing a TikTok live. And then when he did the TikTok live, the staff duty called, or the NCO called, say, hey, you better get off the line, Sergeant Major, see your shit. So just little things we're kind of like ruminating on. I think, hey, maybe we should bring some of the stuff back. But there's some issues that we want to hash out first, just got to bring it back. But the unit call-outs, specific organizations are going to, and then we're going to go ahead and do that. So tonight, the first unit call out that we've done in, God, the big call out that we did last time, it was pretty crazy, was when the 8th MP Brigade, Sergeant Major Flournoy, if you guys remember her with her hairstyle, that was one of the biggest stories that we had put on social media. That was from U.S. Army Military Police WTF Moments, and we shared, and then we decided to call the organization at the time to get the consensus, and they were trying to chase our number. Oh, it was hilarious. That was good times. That was some fun savagery. So, in keeping it traditions, I'm gonna go ahead and talk about the MPs, the 720th Military Police Battalion out of Fort Hood, Texas. Now, this organization doing some weird shit with hail and farewell gifts, monies, and stuff like that. Now, normally you would have a cup and flower fund, right? Which is basically you're paying for your own shit. And all the names, all the names were it was hilarious. Sometimes the story just takes off on its own, and it just went off. So just real quick, leaders of the gauntlet, past and present, go in and get. I'm gonna say past and present. Read that. It matters a little bit. Past and present, going away gift. It's $562. I've already paid for it in full. Picked it up for gift for presentation at the farewell tonight. Please Venmo, provide me cash. Let me know if you don't plan to contribute. They bust themselves, yeah. Standing by for payment or feedback. Point of contact is the action officer that was in charge of getting money for a gift of soldiers that are currently serving in the organization. You're watching your redneck. Send video. Sorry. Asking for money of members of the organization present, and then asking for money for members of the organization from the past. So, this is going to get posted on W.T.F. Moments, by the way. This is kind of like your, 720th MPs. This is kind of like your warning. So this is where it blows me away, is that apparently there's somebody that was forced to front over $500 to pay for the gift when none of the command teams were willing to pay. This is where the cup and flower fund stuff. Now, basically, a cup and flower fund is you show up to the unit and you pay the cup of flower. That's an officer thing. I don't know why the hell NCOs are involved. Oh, you got to be stewards of the profession, blah, blah. I was always under the belief that if you got a gift from your organization, that is depending on how your soldiers thought of you, or some of the leaders, the mandatory gift. I really don't feel sorry about diming the organization out. And the reason why I say that is because how many times have we gotten inbox queries or posts or requests about soldiers' ETS awards not being sent to them, or PCS awards not sent to them? Surprised they didn't take it out of AR. Yeah. So they have hit up command teams. They have hit up command teams present and from 2 years ago for our lieutenant colonel's gift. What's a cup and flower fund? What's that? It's basically what it is. It's a small fund that's held at the organization, and basically it's the XO or the S1 that keeps amount of money for individuals. You pay into it, and that's supposed to be like your gift when you leave. So when you serve your time, well, that sounds like prison, right? When you serve your time, you serve your tour, your end of tour plaque it'll be taken out of the money that you fronted. I think that's an officerism that needs to go away when it comes to making an NCO paying for it. Now, soldiers of the organization, past and present, don't have a kind word for this individual apparently that's being hailed or was hailed. So, I mean, I'm sorry, man. When it comes to something like this, nah, I don't care. You're not gonna front that money on soldiers under your command, and then get mad when all of a sudden, to the point where having an LT in her S3 cell hit up prior command teams going back to the end of 2022. Bro, if I got a phone call, hey man, you gonna kick some money for somebody's gift? What gift? What are you talking about? Yeah, that organization that you left 3 years ago, pay somebody for that. No, I'm not paying shit. I don't expect anybody to pay shit. And if anybody's getting butthurt and mad that we're talking about it, that's a you problem. I don't get it, man. Just give me my, yeah, exactly. As Shane, just give me my DD-214. Just give me my DD-214. I mean, shit, did you guys see the post that was posted on U.S. Army W.T.F moments going to 4th Infantry Division? Did you see that post? I'm more than happy. I'm more willing, I'm about to say, I'm willing to go. We're entertaining types of this post. We're encouraging these types of posts. And the post that I'm talking about is when a soldier reached out to the organization, say, hey, what's up my award? I think it's awesome. And I think that's the term we're going to use. So feel free. If you VTS'd, and of course, obviously going through your chain of command, if you VTS'd and all that, then yeah, let us know. We're more than happy to send you post. And when this posted, we received several requests to post about their ETS award. This is the example that I was talking about. Sent to the 4th Infantry Divisions. I think that looks like their Instagram. Hey, 4ID, it's been 3 months. Gonna get my ETS award. Now, of course, everyone asks the question, what does it matter? It's your ETS award, blah, blah, blah. Why does it matter? Blah, blah, blah. You know, if you want to go down that route and be a hater or be a Debbie Downer, you don't understand the principle and the point of this. It's the principle of it. If you don't award your soldiers or provide your soldiers an award for the work they've done, then they're going to tell their story when they leave. Hey, man, what did you think about your unit? Hey, you were in the Army. What unit did you serve with? Oh, I did this. I served with this unit. How'd you like it? I don't know, man. I ETS, and the next thing you know, I got a fucking phone call asking me to donate money for a fucking gift that was like over $500. $500. So for me, when people ask, hey, what's the big deal about it? Why does it matter? You're getting out, blah, blah, blah. You know, everyone likes to say that. Hey, just because it happens to you, these are the ethics, the values that the Army likes to talk about with their leaders. Do the right thing and give them a fucking award for ETSing to let them know. So that when they walk out, thank you, Recruiter Times. Thank you. They walk out, they won't tell a shitty story. So that way, when their sons and daughters are going to go to Recruiter Times and ask them, hey, don't join the Army because of, and they'll tell their story about how they weren't given an award. Or they got a phone call saying they needed to pay for somebody's award from 3 years ago. That doesn't make sense. That's like exactly. Yes, I have Forrest Whitaker eye understanding the yeah, exactly that. So do I. I don't get it. I do not get it. Big Army in the house. Let's go. Hey, what's up? CQ. So, yeah, I'm just going to say right now, yeah, don't. It's like you reached out over 8 commanders and 8 first sergeants ago to pay for a going away gift while currently serving. So, hey, MPs, you got the screenshot posted. Hit us up and let us know what the status of it before we go live with it, because we're bringing sexy back or something like that. I guess you would say, yeah. I leave. Don't you have a movie to go watch or something? Yeah. Recruiter Times. Someone calls me up asking for a donation after I'm gone is getting cussed out. Exactly. Exactly. Let me look at the list here. Yeah, we got all the emails. Yep. You got proof? Oh, I love it. You got proof? Yeah, we got proof. We got the streets. $520 plus taxes. I'm going to paraphrase this and read some of this other additional email stuff. If all commanders, XOs, and staff OICs, former and current, provide $20, are you fucking nuts? That's insane. That's insane. So with that, So with that, let's do some housekeeping. Yeah, exactly that. I'm not paying for shit. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Hey, Recruiter Times, you gonna pay for that? Can you imagine the look in your face when you get that phone call? Hey, man, what'd you think of so-and-so? Oh, okay, whatever. Can you give us money for her going away gift? What? Say what? No. As a matter of fact, how about no? Exactly. I think it's started a GoFundMe page. Yeah, yeah, exactly that. What's the other one here? If colleges can have their alumni associations keep on asking for money, why can't the Army? Ooh, oh, Lordy. Let me fan myself with my AER propaganda. Make sure you donate to AER, Army Emergency Relief. Ooh, that's a good one. Maybe if it was MPs and Spec Op guys, we would have some action. No, I'm gonna tell you what, Corey. The special operations guys are and their foundations are pretty brutal when it comes to flexing policies and stuff within the special operations communities. They do. They flex. This is Sergeant's time. Normally Spanky would be here, but Spanky was out doing stuff. So, and I'm retired. Can I have a jet also? Yep, do it. Fuck it. FTX was last week, right? So we're gonna have a bye week. And then, of course, weekend co-ops with Nemo and the crew over at W.T.F Nation Gaming, Stack Up or Valor Gaming. You guys noticed that we had a little bit of a difference of time schedule when it came to the Smoke Pit being played. We're just testing out some sequences of different shows at different times to see how it works out. To see, we got some pretty good feedback when the Smoke Pit started a little bit later on the timeline. Got some good numbers on it. I mean, not really like numbers like we're talking about feedback. We got some good feedback from the Smoke Pit being played a little bit later. And then, of course, the same thing might happen with the sports bar. So look at changing and stuff. You might see these schedules move around, move about, but it's all right. Something that WTF Nation Radio is going to test out for you guys just to see how it works and all that. Because, sometimes you got to do a change up. What do you hear? What do you say with the Asheville King Smith and the coach? The sports bar on Sundays. Mondays, the Monday edition, myself and Massey. Oh, with Massey, by the way. Massey. Let's see, I'm going to post something over here for Massey. Massey is doing a show in Gastonia. Matter of fact, that's going to get posted tonight, I think. He's headlining. Well, one of the headliners. He's going to be on in Gastonia. And, what? Nuked? We're going to get nuked? What was that? Oh, Susan, what you talking about? We're nuking somebody? Carolina Vet Fest, July 5th. You see Steve Massey right there. Our own Massey. He's going to be playing and stuff, playing at the band at the Rooster. 334 West Main Avenue, Gastonia. For Carolina Vet Fest, Healing Through Unity. So, it'll be pretty cool. There might be some coverage. You might see some members of WTF Moments or WTF Nation Radio there. You never know. You might see them there. 5 July. Doors open at 12 o'clock. Start at $1,300. And then advance tickets are $20. Day of $25. So... You guys are ninjas. You operate better after dark. You think so, David? I don't know. We got some good feedback, positive feedback about the Smoke Pit starting up late, so you never know. Tuesday, Michael Carrasquillo. Well, wait, let me go back. I think I got a guest. Let me see. Let's see what I got to get. Do I got any guests this time? Jeff Wilson on Patriotic Thrillers. Wait a minute. I think didn't we talk about this stuff? This is like a Patriotic Thrillers thing. This is like kind of like a. Let me double check. Let's see. I think we have. Crouching Tiger, Hidden. Yeah, everyone's saying that it was pretty good. It was a pretty good show. Everyone liked it on being a little bit later. All right, like I said, we'll see what happens. We will see what happens. Let me see. Double check the. I'm gonna just check the calendar right quick and do some quick. Patriotic Thrillers. There we go. Man. Jeff Wilson. He's got, let's go some of the books here we got. War Torn, We got, this is some military stuff. There's War Shadows, Red Spectre, Valor. Yeah, here we go. Tier 1 stuff. Yeah. Oh, yeah, I'm all about it. Yeah. So he's going to come on and shoot the breeze with us. Yeah, there we go. So I'm looking forward to that. Anytime we get some authors coming on. So that's going to be next Monday. You guys are going to see some love on that one. Some promos coming up. That's going to be pretty cool. Coach, by the way, thank you for reminding me. They're going to be doing some summer camps, so they'll be out and about. So you're going to see some off and on shows going on for the sports bar. You might see something broadcast. You may not see something broadcast. So I'm just saying that's what we have normally on Sunday. Tuesday, Michael Cutaskio, the CQ, Pop Culture Warrior, with his angry staff of Mad Mike and Angry Elf. Wednesday with the Sorens, Radar and TZ for the Smoke Pit. Again, everyone's liking the fact that it started a little bit later. I don't know. Maybe we'll start a little bit later. Who knows? I don't know. Spanky wouldn't mind. I don't know. I can cook up some stuff. Don't forget, next week is also, 4th of July weekend. So you guys got a 4-day. We hope you guys got a 4-day. You better have a 4-day. So, trying to think if there's anything else that I'm missing. No, we covered the Chow. We covered the MPs and the stupid $520 stuff. There we go. So, all right. Make sure you share, like, and follow. We're broadcasting live currently on 5 different platforms. Give or take the, some audience members prefer one platform over the other. We're on 2 Facebook pages at U.S. Army WTF Moments and WTF Nation Radio. We're on 2 YouTube pages at U.S. Army WTF Moments and WTF Nation Radio. And, of course, X at WTF Nation Radio. So, I'll just do. Yeah, I'm about to say, have you guys already started popping off your fireworks? Because I know some neighbors around me are doing such. Me and the boy were outside, and the next thing you know, we're hearing this fizzle pop and all that stuff, and he's just like, whoa. We're like, oh, let me get some fireworks. So yeah, it's always fun. 4th of July. Hey, I'm gonna go ahead and just say it right now. Don't blow up your shit. Don't blow up yourself. Don't blow yourself up. We love explosions. That's what it's all about. Will the Patriot battery do something else? I don't know, man. You never know. You never know what's gonna happen. With the way the news cycle is and the world environment, it's all going to be chaotic. You never know if fucking Iranians do something again. But again, always bomb Iran. You'll be that's everyone talks about. Oh, it has nothing to do with a politician thing. It's just bomb them. Just like me being a Cold War kid. So with that, I think that covers it. That covers it. You guys anything got for me? Make sure you shoot any guest inquiries. If you want to be a guest on WTF Nation Radio to be broadcast on WTF Moments, because that's mostly where our stuff is at. It's just, WTF Moments gets to share the page. Hit us up at contact@WTFNationRadio.com, and you will get a response from the staff. So that's it. Put it in reverse. Yeah, put it in reverse, Terry. It won't be service. Yeah, if it's not, it won't be service connected. Just don't. So with that, make sure you guys be safe, and I'll see you on Monday for the Monday edition, and enjoy your weekend. See ya. Shots. Oh, I think we need to get our new SEAC recorded, because now we got our new SEAC. So maybe we'll get him to come on and join us too, and do a new voiceover, so that way we get a new soundbite. So, anyways, just an idea. Maybe we can get the Secretary of Defense and the Joint Chiefs to join us too. Hang out with us. Shoot the shit. We don't mind. Y'all have a good night. Shots. See you.
Hey, this is SEAC retired John Wayne Troxel. You're listening to WTF Nation Radio, the station of choice for all of the badass MFers on the planet.
The voice of U.S. Army, WTF Moments. This is WTF Nation Radio.
Driving us insane. ATF 0 time 30, no time to complain. Push ups in the mud, feel the muscle strain. Army life is a wild ride. armies grind through the blood and sweat. We find our kind. In the chaos and the fire we stand aligned. Warriors forged in the battle's bind. Hilltops in the desert, sandstorms in our eyes. Memories for breakfast, no room for lies. Rock marches through the night under starless skies. Brothers and sisters we rise. Army life, it's a wild ride. W.T.F. moments can't hide. Through the fire we survive. In the ranks we thrive. It's W.T.F. moments in the army's grind. Through the blood and sweat we find our kind. In the chaos and the fire we stand aligned. Warriors forged in the battle's bind. Drill sergeant's fury echoing in the air. Discipline and duty we all must bear. Battle bodies by our side in the fight we share. In the face of danger we dare. Army life, it's a wild ride. W.T.F. moments can't hide. Through the fire we survive. In the ranks we thrive. It's W.T.F. moments in the army's grind. Through the blood and sweat we find our kind. In the chaos and the fire we stand aligned. Warriors forged in the battle's bind. Flames and firefights, adrenaline's rush. Silent nights, broken by the enemy's hush. Medics on the move in the heat of the crush. In the heart of battle we trust. It's W.T.F. moments in the army's grind. Through the blood and sweat we find our kind. In the chaos and the fire we stand aligned. Warriors forged in the battle. Army life, it's a wild ride. W.T.F. moments can't hide. Through the fire we survive. In the ranks we thrive. Memories in our mind. Brothers lost but never left behind. Army W.T.F. moments in the stories we find. In the army's embrace, we're forever entwined. It's W.T.F. moments in the army's grind. Through the blood and sweat we find our kind. In the chaos and the fire we stand aligned. Warriors forged in the battle's bind. Through the smoke and the flames we rise again. In the heart of the storm we find our zen. Battle buddies by our side, our men. In the army's legacy we transcend.
Everything stated on WTF Nation Radio is to be considered the opinion of the person that stated it, and not an official representation of WTF Nation Radio or U.S. Army WTF Moments.
Price does not include tax, title, or license. Some assembly required. Each item sold separately. Batteries not included. Objects in mirror are closer than they appear. If conditions persist, contact a physician. Individual results may vary. Keep out of the reach of children. Avoid prolonged exposure to direct sunlight. Keep in a cool, dark place. And
please enjoy the show. Shots.